Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as the Celts. At the end of the previous episode, we finished our first settler, so my question for you guys was where do we start our second city? And there are quite a few suggestions, simply because we have quite a few decent city locations, especially here, this hill, with double jade, double salt, copper, but starting the city right now would probably be a mistake because we would have access to only these grassland tiles for quite a while, so the city would grow very slowly, won't have basically any production. I think I will wait the city until we have both tribute and imperium. Because then, right after we start the city, its border will grow to salt, and that will give us at least some production from the start. Also, by the time, we should probably have a worker that can improve the salt immediately, so that will be much faster start for the city then. I just hope that we don't lose the city location until then. Then a city here or here, most likely on this hill, where the double salt, copper, and maybe silk, but I think I'll give silk to another of my cities. Then we have possible city locations in this area, most likely on this hill, salt, spices, triple bananas, maybe something more under the fog of war, and a city that blocks access to our territory from the south. So again, pretty decent. And then some cities in this area. But most importantly, I decided for this location because it seems that the other city locations won't be contested, at least won't be contested for some time. But the territory in between our capital and Warsaw is most likely gonna see some settlers pretty soon. I would be surprised if Poland was planning a city in this area as well. I want to make sure that we get here first. This will be our first city, the second one most likely here, and then the third one will be this one. Then we start growing to the south. This can of course still change, but that's the plan for now. And how do we send the settler? I think this way, and we will need escort. Let's go here. Okay, and our worker, now when we know or at least have some idea where our cities should be, we can plan roads, and I already planned that. I want to have one road here and then going south, and another road going to this city and connecting this one. So I'll start working on the road here. It's not the closest shortest connection, I think, to our second city, but in the long run, when we take the location of our other cities in account, this should save us like maybe 2 road tiles. I think it will be fine. Or it will be fine, it's like the best option. I didn't really count how many tiles we get this way, or how many tiles it would be if I just try to go like this way. But I think this will be shorter in the long run. Let me end the turn. Yep. Healing. And just keep going as fast as possible. Pantheon founded. Zulus got ancestors worship. That's not too bad. It takes a while to get the science part from that pantheon, and that's the only thing that really matters. It's always a problem when a warmonger get access to some extra science early, but this pantheon, as I said, it takes a while to get the science, so I think I'm fine with that. And we just lost the city location. Come on. It sure looked like we had no neighbors to the north, and it seems that it's not true. There are The Inca to the north. Maybe it's not too bad, actually. This way, basically, the game decided for us who the first target is going to be. And I don't mind shutting down the Inca early. They can snowball. Also, they should now become our source of workers. Yeah, sure, why not? It's fine. As long as they don't go completely crazy and just spam cities everywhere. As long as we can shut them down in time, we should be fine. Okay. Next, hopefully this brute kills himself by attacking and doesn't go after a worker. Oh, there we go. 8. And next. Hoping that he would just kill himself with 2 attacks, but instead we'll have to hit him once more. Go. Get both warriors at pretty much the same time. Quite significant reinforcements. Gonna start the city. Doesn't matter which tile we work right now. And I think we want the monument first. We are not getting any extra culture from tiles, so we need to get more. And also we want the border to grow. Probably get the spice first. I'd prefer the wheat, but at least this is some extra gold. Okay, keep working on the road. We get rid of the camp. I'll send the worker to build us some farms, probably. Until we get our Pantheon. Still 20 turns, that's a long time. And next. At least in 5 turns we should get some extra units, so that will make everything a bit more interesting. Start hunting barbarians. There is tribute. The Pantheon is this. Our neighbor, the Earth Mother. And it also takes quite some time to kick in. The extra production can be pretty useful, especially with the extra growth the AI that the AI has. But they don't have culture, they don't have science. That's quite important. Good. And then they don't have extra city strength. That would be like the worst option if they got God of War. We want to start attacking. Not. I don't want another barbarian spawning until we get the extra warrior here. We can now buy the warrior in Dublin, so we can start attacking the camp immediately. Again, we'll be missing 1 gold. Damn it. I got a lot of commerce. Well, it's not bad, but again, take some time to really kick in. But in the long run, for the AI, this can be pretty decent. Okay, and for some reason 254 plus 5 is 260. Yeah, sure, I will take it. Start attacking now. Maybe I should have attacked with the warrior first, but think it really matters. Now, a new barbarian spawns. Of course. Here the camp. And hit that hand axe. I think the Pathfinder still should survive. Famous last words. I don't think we need a third warrior to kill one hand axe when the camp is down. Let's send the warrior north. Maybe we get lucky, we could find a worker around either Tiwanaku, or there are probably more cities to the north, so maybe they're sending a worker south or something. If we could catch a worker outside of Incan territory, that would be perfect. And what about you? You can just build the road one more turn so that it's prepared for completion. Then we can send the worker probably on this tile to start working on farms. We have 3 turns until we have to switch to pyramids. Let's go for farming. 17. We want to get another citizen as soon as possible, because more citizens is pretty much the only way how we can get extra production. I think I'll go farming. Every bit helps. Next. It's close, but got this. 1 hit point. Yeah, and you have what? 12 hit points. Okay. Not even close. Now, the worker. Rome has denounced Songhai. Good. People hate each other this early. Always a good thing. We need wars. We need as many wars as possible, because that slows everyone down. And Barbarian Camp. The best location. We'll have to go through the jungle. It's not that far. Yeah, we can take that camp. We actually don't have a choice. We have to take that camp because that's our source of culture. How long until we get that Pantheon? That'll be another source of culture. Very important one. 1 turns. That's a long time. Remember, we are playing on a huge map. We have more competitors for wonders. So I'm not even sure that we can get pyramids. We should, because they are not the super high priority for AIs. But 50 wonders is a long time. That means we are going to finish on 160 with the extra worker. Let's say 155 maybe. Oof. Not sure we get pyramids in this game. If we don't, then this is a huge waste of production. Pantheons. This one. Iroquois got what? Goddess of Nature. That's a pretty good one on this map. Wouldn't mind that one myself. Imagine this city like here with the Goddess of Nature. How exactly does it work? +1 fate, +1 gold, and +1 food for every 2 mountains within 3 tiles. Let's say we had a city here, or maybe here. This is probably where we're gonna start. 1, 2, 5, 6. 30, maybe 14. So just start the city, get 7 fate, 7 gold, 7 food. That's a decent starting bonus. Yeah, if Iroquois have cities like this one would be, they could just snowball from this Pantheon. Interesting. And if they have some wonders on top of that could be a bit of a problem. Okay. Already at the south, I think. And where is the Incan capital? As on winds, it would be right to the north. There it is. A bit farther away than I expected. And now when we know where the capital is, you wanna go? That's pretty rude and far away from the capital. Start here. Better for him to start here. I don't think that his capital is in the range of this copper. Is it? No, it's definitely not. And oh, it's still in the range of a marble. Oh, didn't know about this marble before. Make the city even better. Okay. Next. You see what I see? Worker coming to us, and on top of that, the copper might be able to just pillage that for extra money. Oh yeah. Oh, wait, I just want to double check, make sure this is not a swamp. Oop. Please. Come to Daddy. There we go, good boy. Is it possible that this is just... I don't think this is connected. Just sea tile here. So the worker had to go around, and he didn't have a choice because probably they don't have the ability to embark yet. He just had to go this way. We got lucky with this, and even more lucky because now we should be able to pillage the tile, and Incan warriors shouldn't bother us. Right? Perfect. This is just perfect. Oh, the worker has to wait here. I can't send him south unprotected. Mongolia denounced Shoshone. Oh, if Mongolia could shut down Shoshone for us, that would also be amazing. Because I think Pocatello might be like this the most dangerous save in this Let's Play. How much money did we get? 51 gold. Expected a bit more, but I'll take it. Going. And border growth, so we'll get the next citizen in turns. Nice. We have enough money for the first upgrade. It costs 190 gold to upgrade warriors into Pictish warriors. Needs orders. You need orders. Yeah, you need to heal up and run. Where do we want to send the worker, by the way? I think to our capital. Just continue to work on the road. Then when we get another settler, we'll probably just send him with the settler somewhere. How long until that happens? A long time. Wait. Oh, hey. We can always run this way if we have to. $39. How many turns did it shave off? I wasn't paying attention, but I think like 6 maybe? Definitely looks better than 51 now. Still. Pretty nervous that we may not get it. Let's some more scouting. Want to make sure that there isn't some pathfinder that would steal the kill. We have the damage. Get the kill immediately. No. I'll just play it safe. This way. Mongolia declared on Hiawatha. I think in this war, Mongolia will have the advantage. Don't want him to grow too early. But well, we'll see. Now we have access to our Pantheon, but before we talk about that, let's kill the Barbarian. You should probably retreat. You can move. What is Shaka doing, by the way? This is a stupid city. I mean, really stupid. 3, too far. Too far for this. Too close to his capital. Come on, Shaka, you can do better than that. I would expect your first city to be here. All good for us. Now, our Pantheon. It's not a long list, but still 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if you want to read all of them, just pause the video. I'll only focus on the 2 Pantheons I was thinking about, and maybe one more. Mananan, or yeah, Mananan, Son of the Sea. If you are playing on the island map as Celts, this one is completely ridiculous. Just saying, this one can be completely insane. Amount of food and production, and also gold that you get basically right away. This one can be crazy. Just saying, this one is worth noticing. But for this game, I think about 2 here and this one. We have quite a few forests and jungles around our cities, more jungles than forests. So what does this give? Food gold from forest, and that's immediately as a flat yield from the tile. So this would turn forests into 3 food, 1 production, 1 gold, which is really damn good immediately when you get it right away without any investment. And then it turns jungles into 2 food, 2 production, and 1 science. So yeah. This is already really damn good. On top of that, culture from camps and culture from our unique building. The +2 culture, it's not that much. Usually the bonuses to the unique building, because every single Pantheon gives some bonus to the unique building. +2 isn't that much. But all these bonuses are pretty insane. I decided to actually go for something else. There's one that is even more ridiculous, and that's Ogma the Learned. +1 science for every 3 citizens in a city. Of course, this takes some time to really kick in, but we are playing on a huge map, so we'll have quite a few cities and quite a few people, so that in the end will be a lot of science. And +3 science and culture and great scientist points in the capital right away. So I basically decided to go for this one because of the scientist points. This will allow us to get the first great scientist so much earlier that we would usually get him. And we'll, of course, use him for an academy. And this will give us such a crazy amount of science early that this should allow us to catch up and pretty much take over science-wise. Since maybe, what, mid-classical era? I think, let's say, by the time we get access to philosophy, we should be the tech leader. Just because of this pantheon. And then it gives even more science when we get access to our unique building. So this is just science, 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 and more science. And science is the way to go. Science and happiness, then production, then culture, something like that. So yeah. This is what I decided for, as I said, because of the scientist points, but this definitely has a lot of potential because of the amount of jungles and forests that we have around our cities. But as I said, great scientist points, just too good. And look at that, 150 turns, we get our first scientist. Without this, in 150 turns, we wouldn't even be thinking about great scientists, and with this, we'll already have our first academy. And also, it immediately helps our social policies, immediately helps our science. That's I think the biggest problem of the other pantheon that I was talking about the one that boosts jungles and forests. It doesn't give you culture immediately. Yeah, heal up. And who needs orders? We need orders. And orders. Going. Next. Maybe I will actually send this guy Dublin. Monument. What's gonna be next? I'm really thinking about Herbalist. Probably don't have to worry about Faith, because we are now getting Faith just by having cities. We are getting Faith. So don't have to rush shrines, I think. I'd much rather get the extra growth from Herbalist. It's a long time, 66 turns. That will take a while, but I think it's worth it. And also, we'll go back immediately. Realized. Probably want to be inside of our territory so that we can start upgrading our units. The Pantheon completely changed the timing of our packs, so we'll get everything a bit sooner than it looked like a while ago. Oh, 9 turns. You know what? You can move. Oh, hey. Yeah, good luck with this. If you want to attack my capital, strength 15, don't think that can work. And if you want to attack my units, then 1 turn I will have a surprise for you. One turn. Heal. Next. So what's it gonna be? Capital? It seems they'll try it. Oh, and if they try it and send some units into the jungle so that they can't retreat quickly, Oh yeah, I will send our how they called Pictish warriors after them. Start with you. We'll keep the scout in the city for the extra city strength. Protect the worker. What's it gonna be? Come on. No. Change their mind. Probably realize that fighting Celts right after they get access to their unique unit is a bad idea. I think I'll just play this defensively and use the Pictish warrior to hunt barbarians, because one Pictish warrior can very easily destroy barbarian camp and reinforcements that spawn there. We'll just keep our normal warriors here. We'll get the gold for upgrades thanks to those camps. How does it look like border growth? It'll take a while. Just looking for more gold. We now need those upgrades. 45, 45. Also, our movement won't be that slow in this area anymore because we get the extra movement across hills. I have a feeling that I forgot to do something, but I don't see anything, so hopefully everything is fine. Oh, that's not a hill. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought that this was a hill and we'll be able to attack immediately. You want peace. Do we want to peace out right now? I think we do. We can wait 30 turns before we really attack. I just wanted that worker. No, we are fine. Oh, hey. Shaka declared war on Washington. Okay, so Shaka is focusing on someone else. First promotion, that definitely helps. Can get a kill. Oh, there's another one. Maybe that is too much. Back. Actually, why not? Let's just hit him. Next. There wasn't that second hand axe. I think, go after this one. But I can't take two more hand axe. Hand axes. You know what I mean. Just move. I will use the worker as a bait. It's fine, don't worry. Don't want him to run away, so I'll just allow him to capture the worker. It should be irresistible for him. But don't get any penalty for losing a citizen. We get him back immediately and take him. Okay, we'll find out something very important. I just realized. Wasn't sure, now I am sure. And I won't do this again. It resets the prisoner of war. Yeah, this is the guy we captured from The Inca. Okay, well, that was a mistake. But when I take someone else's civilian that was captured by barbarians, it still counts as a prisoner of war. I basically liberated him. I know that it wasn't really the case here when I intentionally used him as a bait, but when you find a barbarian camp with a civilian inside it and just basically liberate him and decide to keep him, why would he get a prisoner of war? Doesn't make much sense, and to be honest, it's pissing me off because it's another 50 turns. We'll never finish this mine. At least we know it now, so I'm not gonna do it again. How much money do we? 116. Come on, we need that second Pictish warrior. And third city here. That's not too bad. I was afraid that they may expand in this direction. Up. Keep working on that mine. Okay, Korea is expanding north. I may have to... Excuse me. I may have to go this way for the next city. Make sure that Korea doesn't start a city on this tile. That would be a disaster. It would be a city impossible to conquer until, I don't know, until when? Or not impossible, let's say extremely difficult to conquer. How long do we have? 13, 16 turns until we get more settlers. So yeah, I think I'll make a cut here. Think about our next two cities of Camera. And in the next episode, just heal up, kill some barbarians, upgrade some units, and then get more units. We need to get... I wouldn't mind getting like 10 Pictish warriors, even more. I don't care about wrench units in the early game. I just want as many Pictish warriors as possible. So that's what we'll try to get. Okay, so as usual, I hope that you liked this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye-bye.